Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this talk show are those of the individuals appearing on the show and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Investigator TV.
Welcome to the Investigator TV Polycrime Edition. Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to the show. Program Ndalamu, because we are getting the legal perspective of Anita amongst legal jukebox. Counsel Gideon Tugume, Buza Kubatulaba.
Good evening and welcome to the Investigator TV. My name is Gideon Tugume Garcia, the grandson of Andrea Gacharo from Bujera, Kakuru Town Council, Hama County, Tungam District. I'm doing this today in English on a serious note. This show is in English. So I'm calling upon whoever is around, whoever is here to come and eat our food. Food is available of any nature. Come and have food. If you can't come here, please order. It will come direct to you in your home and we'll have fun. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to the show. Like Counsel Tugume has already told you, we are going to deliberate using the Queen's own now, the King's language. Counsel Tugume, Honorable Anita Among is between a rock and a hard place. Is she being victimized, or the president and the CID plus the security teams that have been at her place are doing the right thing? That's
what normally President Museveni does. If you do better for NRM, if you do better for President Museveni, if you do good for his family, that's how you will end. She is to face more issues and more problems, not because she's a non-performer, not because she has done any wrong, but because President Museveni sees something like leadership in her. He will never promote a leader. He will not. Anybody who comes as a leader, anybody who comes and is very strong to bring issues of change, to bring issues and changes in the NRM, President Museveni will make sure that he puts that person down. There are many examples. Many examples. You remember Honorable Mama Mbabazi, how did he end? You remember Honorable Ugunda, where is he?
They are back at State House.
You remember, no, let them come. They are coming at 80 years to do what? You are 80. You are beyond the grave. You are coming to do what? That is President Museveni. That's the way he does his things. People who have done his work, those who did many things with him, ended up in that way. Do you remember Dr. Kayira? They fought together. Where is he? Where is Dr. Kayira? He died. Where is Sekwayama? He died. Where is he? Where is James Wapakaburu? He died. Where is this? James Ayume?
Francis
Ayume. Where is he? Where is General Kazini? Where is General, this general who died on the plane? Where are they?
Nyakairima.
Where is Mayombo? And those are the people who actually were indefinitely supporting him, who are with him all the time. But where are they? And that is the same thing with, if you can now ask yourself, which wrong did Anita Among do as Anita? Is acquiring a property a crime in Uganda? The only crime is when you acquire the property illegally, illegal acquisition of crime. of property. Have they asked Anita Among the title of his home in Bukedia, and they said it is not there? She acquired it illegally. Did they ask about her home in Munyonyo, and they found that she illegally acquired it? In Uganda, you have all what it takes as a Ugandan to own property. Nobody should come and say you shouldn't own the property. Anita has a right to own a Rolls Royce. She has that right.
So the people who took it away, the security forces, as an exhibit of some sort, what are they doing?
It is an intrusion on her rights to own property. She had the right to do anything, by the way, during that period. Why do you take her? By the way, what is the case? There is no case against Anita Among. What is the case? Can we have the case at police where it is registered CRB ABCD that Anita Among is wanted by police for ABCD? What is it? What is the case? They are fighting just Anita Among. They don't want her to be prominent. They don't want her to be the Speaker of Parliament. They don't want her even to stand for the office of the president, even when the time comes. Because this is not the presidency.
In the event that all those effects like the CBRs and the rest of those police reports are not there, and the accusations of having obscene amounts of money in her residence, plus impounding the cars, without it, they are trading in another illegality.
But let me tell you, even if they're talking about money is not proper. What is the money? They have not told us how much money they have got from her. What is it? Can they show the records? And that record is attached to which case? That's what we're asking. A recent petition to IGG hasn't even begun. They haven't. Yes, the IGG has not commenced the investigations into the matters of the speaker. Where is the money? You know, General Moses was a problem in this country. People will tell you, but you are not taking it serious. It is not General Moses to be there today and says, yeah, that one, you arrest that one. They will go and arrest. They take someone inside. Tomorrow they are arresting Anita. The other day they are going to arrest somebody else. The country is going to become lawless because of General Moses. Take your time. Take your time. She would have been invited at police or someone that police. She goes to Chiburi, records a statement. Then another day, they can say for 3 days she has been recording a statement at police. So that we know that there was a formal application, a formal opening of a charge against her. Not just to come and bump into her house, start taking away the trust, start doing what? Oh, please. A person has the right property.
Maybe they did it diplomatically.
No, but many people have property and they have not been treated like this. General Muhwezi, I think Muhwezi, if you go to his home in Rukunjiri, you even fear, you can think it is the state house or something else. What happened? He was at one time even chased away from Parliament. Is he not the minister now? You people don't selectively try to apply the law, which is even not there. There is no law that you are applying to people. Which is there, which is not there. What is it?
That implies that you are saying that Anita Among is being politically persecuted.
She is definitely 100%. She is. Tell me, where has she reported today, or which police is handling her case? Tell me. And which case anyway against her? You are talking of corruption, you are talking of what? How many people are corrupt and you have not even arrested any? If it is now that we have started arresting corrupt people, then there are more corrupt people in this country, you know, than even her.
What happens to the group of people who wrote to the IGG as regards the person of the speaker?
What is it? There is nobody is stopping them from writing. They wrote. But how many people wrote this to the IGG about other people and there was nothing that took place? How many? You know, these Ugandans you are seeing, you think they don't understand. They know where you have the property. They know where all these ministers are hiding the property. They know everybody that is corrupt. They know. Ugandans know. They can give evidence. But there is nothing. You know, you must respect a leader. Anita Mong is a leader in the NRM. She's a vice chairperson of SEC. Vice chairperson of SEC. Central Executive Committee, Eastern. Anita Mong has been a speaker of parliament. Anita Mong is a member of parliament who went through unopposed. She's a member of NRM, a senior member of NRM, who could be preserved, who could be treated in a better way. Tomorrow you never know. She could be the one to run for a certain office. But now, even now, she has stolen, you are even concocting pictures on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on what, that this is the money she had in the house. Who told you? Can you please tell us where you found the money and how much was it and where is it? They said one time that Anamere, that she was having 1.something billion. Where is Anamere? She's out. Where is the money? Who took the money? We're not saying that there should be no cases against Anita Mong. No. If the cases are there, but there is a formal way of charging people through proper management of cases. For example, I'm saying, a person of Anita's status, you don't need to come and bump into her house. You summon her. Summon her to Chiburi. Summon her to anywhere. Take her to courts of law. But ever since they started talking about her, there is no case opened, the official case opened against her. Am I right?
I wouldn't.
Yes.
Because they cannot summon me on her behalf.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have that privilege of that information.
Yes.
But I am not the suspect.
No, but you're supposed to be seeing what is going on. Are you not watching?
The signs are there.
Yes. Are you not watching TV? Are you not watching what? Are you not seeing what is going on? A lady is just being, fought politically. A lady is being followed. A lady is being, put on every social media to completely destroy her image and her name. Now, what if tomorrow it is found out that she did not do anything wrong? How are you going to repair that kind of image and the whole of this that has gone against her? So there is a problem, a very big problem in this country. Nobody has done good for NRM. It's going away in a good way. You remember Honorable Kadaga, Right Honorable Kadaga, what she said after doing all what she did for NRM, and that's what she was paid. Myself, by the way, I did all the work for NRM. I went and campaigned for NRM. I was with them. But at the end of the day, I was just poisoned. That is all. And they will not take you even to the hospital. They will never give you even a single coin.
Why is it
not happening
that everybody who is asked to step aside by the leadership of the NRM party comes back and claims that they are being persecuted? No. My own friend Mama Kadaga said the same thing. Here we are with Anita Mong. Where are you people always being persecuted?
Stepping down.
After falling out with
stepping down doesn't mean that you come to my home.
Actually, stepping aside.
Yes, stepping aside does not mean that you come to my home and take my property. Stepping aside does not mean that you come to my home and you disorganize everything. You go in the media and talk ABCD. No. Stepping aside, that is a process of NRM. It has got SEC and SEC search. If they decided she's not supposed to stand, then she could even able to say, I'm not standing. Actually, she said so. She said, I'm not standing. I'm not vying for the office of the speaker again anymore. But why are you keeping on following the lady to the extent of carrying the cars, you're putting a whole nation on tension just on that you are fighting. Which corruption are you fighting? They were together. Right now you are talking about Tayebwa. Why are you now supporting Tayebwa? That the other one is bad and Tayebwa is good. They have been moving together. Even when they are distributing money. Anita Mong went to Tayebwa's church, that Catholic church in Bushenyi, where she donated 1 billion. When they were going to Rubaga to donate 2 billion, they were together. They have been moving everywhere together. Why are you saying now this one is okay, the other one is bad?
If I move with you, Mr. Gideon Tugume, and you are a snitch, does it make me a snitch also?
No, but snitch must be proved. It must be proved. You can't just come up and start talking, so and so is the thief, so and so is this. In Uganda's law, it says a person is presumed innocent not until that person is proved guilty or has pleaded guilty, which has not been done whatsoever. Anita Mongo has got friends outside the country. She has got many people around Uganda. She has got children who are going to school, and they are reading whichever is the trash that is going around. What if tomorrow she is found to be free? She has no case to answer. You know what has been happening? There are people who were arrested, the members of parliament, including Namuju and others. And when they arrested them, they took them to court on allegations that they were asking for a bribe from Mariam Wangadia. Where are they now? What happened? Those are the issues we are talking about. Take your time. These are politicians. They have a name. Are you going to chase away from Uganda to go away? Are you going to say that because for her she had acquired property, then how about those who have acquired and have not been probed at all? What work is General Sare doing? You go to Kapeka and see.
What is in Kapeka?
You go and see. Almost a whole sub-county is in his position. Buildings, what and what. Has there anybody who has ever asked where he got the money or he got the capital? The vice chairperson of the NRM, Alhaji Moses Chigongo, is not known to work elsewhere. How much does he earn?
He's a businessman.
But look at what he has. Does he pay taxes in regard to those businesses?
You are no better.
Where did he want? That is what we are talking about. Has URA come out to talk about Anita's vehicles, talk about Anita's property? Have they complained? Have you had any complaint from URA complaining about Anita Among? Please stop. Stop fighting individuals because of their capacity. You're not even worried, you're not even ashamed. A person who was moving with you, with the president, around the country, campaigning, to be the one now being, treated like this.
Hey,
was she supposed to be paid?
I don't think that somebody having been on the campaign trail with the president and always wooing the crowds and bringing on the said numbers that Anita Among brought should not be investigated because they moved with the president?
Investigation is different from what they are doing to Anita Among. I'm telling you that if there was any investigation, a case is begun. You begin the case at police, it is recorded, the person is summoned or can even be arrested. But you don't start with the property. Which case is the property having now? They have taken the cars, they have taken the whatever, they have gone into his home, they have checked everywhere, in the bedroom, and what? Why are you doing all that?
Isn't Anita Among a lawyer?
What do you mean?
Hasn't she been, or haven't we seen people who are said to be her lawyers, including Counsel Caleb Alaka,
yes,
being around the vicinity where those operations are taking from? Why do you think that they have let them go forward? Even at Parliament earlier on Tuesday, Counsel Caleb Alaka was seen going up the stairs.
You see, the presence of a lawyer does not mean that doesn't mean that you are doing legal things. What you are doing is right. A lawyer can be there and see what you are doing, even if you are doing wrong, and the lawyer is there, because that is not court. The presence of lawyer doesn't mean that it is a court, so is there to protect and what and defend as if you are swearing in. No. The lawyer can be there to see what is going on, but we are talking about the processes under which you are treating the person. Why are you mistreating her? Why are you mistreating Anita Among? That is mistreatment for sure. She has not been given time to be heard. For us in the Constitution of Uganda, you can't do anything without giving somebody time to be heard. She has not been given time to be heard.
In the last,
She hasn't.
in the last 5 days, if you were, or if I was in Honorable Anita Among's position at the moment, I would be very traumatized by the situation, confused at how people I thought I was loyal to turn around and treat me the way they are said to be doing.
In Uganda, you'll be confused and do what? You can't do anything. You know, everything is surrounded by only two people. This is General Muhoozi and General Museveni. The man and his son. They are the ones deciding, you arrest the other one, bring that one, bring that one. The other one should own a property, the other should not. You can't do anything, even if you agree with. You can't fight them, you can't talk, you can't do what? They do whichever they want. For example, General Muhoozi is with Michael Mawanda. Michael Mawanda was arrested with 162 billion. To date, he's not facing any legal action. He's nowhere and nobody knows where the money is. Why is Mawanda there? Because he comes from Busheni? Because he's in Munyankore? Or because he is in PROU? Then how about one who has been in NRM for all that long? So there is a problem. There is a problem that as you talk, when you talk and they feel they don't want you, they will arrest you. Even when you have no case, they will arrest you. They will just plan something and arrest you. James Birungi was arrested. General Birungi. Where is he? He has not appeared in the court. Does law allow somebody being put behind bars for beyond 48 hours and nobody asks? He's there. But there is another general called Nabasa. I think also is there. Dori Nabasa. He's also still there. Another one was just forgiven. And he was not even forgiven. That's what I heard. The general who was at Internal Affairs. I think he's also somewhere. So this, you cannot run a country like as if there is no law. This is not a martial law. General Muhoozi wants to run the country using martial law. He wants just, you know, when he feels he doesn't like you, they come and pick you, they take you somewhere. They took this man of LUP to date, he has never come out.
Which one?
This man called the one with beards. It's called Eddie Mutwe. What is Eddie Mutwe? Huh?
Eddie Mutwe has been appearing in jail.
He took and told to Kunyankore. So there are a lot of things, okay? There are a lot of things that General Muhoozi is doing himself together with his father. You know, the country...
I don't think it is a problem for General Muhoozi being his father's son. And secondly, he holds an office as presidential advisor on what?
I'm not saying that. He can hold even more than that. He can even be a son of the president twice or thrice. But that is not the way things are done. There is a legal process under which if somebody has done wrong, supposed to be handled. You don't just handle, you know, people like that. When Eddie Mutwe was arrested, they said Eddie Mutwe is nowhere to be seen. They went to court, applied to court, there was nothing until he just told the country that he's teaching him Runyankore. And by the time he came out, he said, I've even shaved his beard. No, this is very, really unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. I don't have any problem with General Muhoozi, whether he becomes the president or not. I don't even have any problem with whichever, you know, he could be doing. But use the process of the law. Don't just say, today I tweet, then when you tweet, it becomes the law. Somebody has to come and pick and do whichever and do whichever. No. It is not supposed to be done like that.
You are lawyers, why don't you challenge?
You challenge it using what?
You go, what are the processes you use?
Those they are appointing into positions of leadership in the judiciary are the people they are using, are the people of the same caliber, are the people they are ordering to do whichever they want to do. Where do you run to now? Can you run to Abodo to help you? Can you run to this one, the DPP now, to help you?
Have you been there?
Can you run?
Have you sought help?
I go there to do what? For us, we know what is happening. And we are seeing what is happening. Our president, the president of Uganda Law Society, do you know where he is?
I saw Semakade.
Hey, he did not even spend 2 months. being the president. The man is into hiding. Is he the only one? Very many are facing challenges. Councilor Mabirizi, as I speak, is still behind the bars because of just speaking his mind. That's what they are doing to everybody. So for us, we are challenging the way they are doing their things. Me, I'm not saying that they don't have the capacity or they don't have the legal mandate to do whichever they are doing. But the moment you are not following the law, then what you are doing must be challengeable. It must be challenged. And that's what I'm talking about. I could not be having the capacity to go to court and take you on. But I have the capacity to talk and say what you're doing is wrong. These things used to happen in Italy's regime, in Obote's regime, and people just used to keep quiet. They don't talk. But President Museveni never kept quiet.
Aren't you doing Ugandans like me at this service, you as a lawyer, not taking action?
No, which action do I take? Now I'm taking action. This is an action. Talking is an action, actually. More than even any action you would think about. This is an action. People are suffering. People have nowhere to talk from. People cannot even express themselves because of the way they are being handled. Today we are talking about Anita more. Tomorrow we are going to see somebody else. Don't joke with this word, my friend. Don't. Can you believe that among those who took the Karamoja iron sheets, it is only Nandoto who is in jail? The rest, where are they? We have got a clique of people that even if they steal, even if they do whichever they want to do, nobody can arrest them. Now, what are we doing now if that is the way? Don't apply the law selectively. If Anita Among did wrong, take her to police. Let her record the statement. Let her be charged in the courts of law so that lawyers can go and defend her. But right now, she's not charged. She has not recorded the statement. What is she doing? What are they doing now? Every now and then, every day they come out. Now today we are in parliament. The other day we are at office. The other day, but we are saying under which CRB so that we can follow.
What is CRB?
With the CRB, that is it is where they record cases. Where they record all cases. When you want to go to look for the case against Tugume, maybe if it is at CPS, you look for the CRB number of that case so that that case doesn't get lost.
As we are talking about the case,
yes.
There is a report in the Daily Monitor dated 18th May 2026, headline, Museveni meets IGG over Among. And it says that President Museveni reportedly held a meeting over the weekend with the Inspector General of Government, Justice Aisha Naluze Batala, and her two deputies, and amid intensifying corruption investigations into former Speaker of Parliament Anita Among. The development came as security operatives raided several residences linked to Miss Among in Kampala in what sources described as a search for evidence connected to looming corruption-related charges. Highly placed sources familiar with the investigation said the meeting between President Museveni and the IGG leadership at State House in Entebbe on Saturday centered on the pending corruption case that investigators are reportedly preparing against the former speaker.
You see, even that one is wrong. You don't need to meet the IGG over somebody's corruption charges. That is wrong. Meeting the president so that somebody can be charged. It is wrong. IGG should follow her work. The work is documented. The work is very clear. She's supposed to do her work independently. Now, when you go and meet the president and tomorrow you charge someone, that means you have got instructions from the president to arrest and charge somebody. And that is not the independence of the IGG. That's what we are saying, it is wrong. Many people have acquired property without going through proper means. They are very well known, including the president himself. Kisozi is a government ranch, but he took it and he built a house there. Nobody has stopped him from doing that. John Lotafile took the other one of Uyikwe and the others, and nobody is talking about that. All those are criminal in nature. Jem Mohoz entered the army in a different way. We don't know how he entered the army. That is the beginning of corruption. He has also to be charged for entering the army illegally. It is also a criminal charge. And all those should be done independently without consulting the president. So if IGG is going to consult the president without doing their mandate as they're supposed to do, then they are also doing wrong and they are supposed to leave the offices immediately.
What is Honorable Anita Among's legal way out of this impasse that is clouding her person?
No, you see, if there was a legal implication against her, it would definitely need a legal solution. As we talk now, there is no legal case against her. I asked that, do you know any written legal case against Anita Among? Nobody is telling you yes, because they don't know. The police is raiding. We don't know whether it is the police or something. They are raiding houses, they are taking the cars, but we don't know where they are taking them.
The impounded cars.
They're impounding cars. But how would you impound the car? You don't just come and impound my car. This is my property. So Anita Among will not even be charged because they cannot charge her. They don't have evidence against her on anything, whether it is corruption or not. And if it is corruption, then we must begin now fighting corruption by arresting whoever is involved. And there are very many. That's what it should be the beginning of charging corrupt people in this country. If they can't do that, then there is nothing they are going to do. Because what are you going to charge her with? You know, owning something is not something has to put you on pressure. You know, she owns a car where I have never sat with my father. You don't need to sit there. A 3.5 car is not something so...
If somebody has a beautiful mansion...
Yes. If I marry a beautiful woman, why are you going to say that I have never married a beautiful woman like that one? This is somebody's chance. Somebody has got a chance of doing something. Or somebody is actually mobilizing the resources properly. Somebody has built a hospital, has built a school, has built a home, has built a whatever... A stadium. Those are developmental issues for a country. I wish General Mose does the same. They are almost of the same age. But the lady is prospering, the man is going back and is just complaining that you are owning a house, in a car where I have never sat. A 3.5 billion vehicle. Can't he buy it? Can't his father buy it? It is something small. So please don't fight people over property. No. A person can own a property. Women know how to keep money. She kept her money and she's using it to develop the country. I wish we had a speaker who built a hospital, a school, and anything Anita has done.
Is Anita Among married?
She's married.
Where is
the husband?
Hey.
The husband was chased away, I think, from homes because women will fear. Ever since they started all this saga, where is he? Where is Mr. Magogo? You know, that's what we are saying. We are causing confusion in somebody's home. 2 young children, a husband and wife, which is not necessary. If you wanted to search, you have such time, you have such warrant, you come and search and go. But this kind of, by the way, is she under arrest or not?
It's what I would like to know.
Where is she? She's not under arrest. Because it has not been reported that way. Now, which kind of arrangement is this? Please, stop using the law, into your own. You're using your own way, as if you're using the law. At one time,
somebody was saying using it selectively.
But even it is not selectively. It is even not using. There is no law using. Can they quote the law they are using? Which law are they using? No, you don't do that. What they want, they are just trying to confuse her so that the elections of the speaker goes over.
But she has said she's no longer interested.
They don't trust. They don't trust words.
She's untrustable.
They don't trust words. They just want to ensure that the position of the speaker goes away. So they are just fearing her, nothing else. And they will give her another position in the cabinet. They will give her another position.
That is your prediction.
No, I'm telling you. You cannot leave a person like Anita Among. Where will they leave her?
One for the road about where will they leave her?
Yes.
Right Honorable Anita Among has been a very authoritative speaker with that aura of always being in charge in Parliament. Unlike Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, who ate humble pie and sat back and relaxed, do you paint a picture where Honorable Anita Among is a backbencher and she's listening to the proceedings of the Parliament as she represents the people of Bukedia, or this is the end of her political journey?
No, she can. She can. And I know they will not take her to prison. If they take her to Ruzira, then many will have to go, including those ones who are agitating now for her going. They will go with her. And they don't want to see that happening. You know, you can cause a problem in the country, starting from something small. Even her being a backbencher, she can cause a stampede in Parliament. She can cause a problem in this country. She can mobilize her colleagues, because those colleagues, those members of Parliament know, they know and they see where they have come from. They know how President Museveni works. They know how he can use someone and tomorrow he uses somebody else. That one is going to end. And if she's around, she can mobilize. You can hear fire in the Parliament. They can even impeach the president and he goes away, if he is not serious. So Anita Among, you're not going to make her angry. No, they'll have to give her position. Then, you know, after that, then President Museveni will say, no, this is my daughter, as he said to Kadaga. That's the way he does these things. But it is coming to an end. General Mohozi and his colleagues are going to cause a very big problem in this country. And we're going to see how that thing is going to happen.
Crime Exclusive on production. We have been with Gilbert Ian and Case Juma. Until next time, God bless you. Goodbye. It has been the English edition. He used Luganda.